In this video, a realistic price target for Bitcoin for 2025, considering the potential capital influxes from institutional money and taking a look at everything that is happening in the world, all the developments, and trying to approximate the market capitalization of Bitcoin in relation to other assets and what is reasonable and what is not reasonable to expect from Bitcoin. So if that sounds great, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also hit that like button for Mr. Spot On, and call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments. I have to tell you that I've been acquiring and accumulating a lot of Bitcoin as we were going lower and lower. I bought Bitcoin at 30K, 35K, 25K, 20K, and I keep buying Bitcoin, and I have a shit ton of Bitcoin. So, and in this video, I'm gonna tell you exactly where am I gonna be selling it, and most importantly, when. So let's just jump right into this, because so far we've been doing really well with our short-term trades. And if you want to see and copy all of my trades, then you can go to the description of this video or into the pinned comment and join our free Discord channel where we post all of our trades with all the explanations, with all the targets, with all the updates, and our members are making insane profits. So go join us right now. So let's start evaluating. Before I give you all the price targets, precise price targets, and the time frame as to when we're gonna actually reach that price target, and then what's gonna be the bottom for the next bear market, let's first take a look at very important stuff. Here is number one: Fidelity to allow retirement savers to put Bitcoin into their 401k accounts. Just imagine how much money is gonna flow from Fidelity and from their retirement savers into their from the 401k accounts. Just imagine this, okay? Next, despite the bear market, crypto continues growing as its adoption rate increases. So despite the downturn in prices, the adoption rate is increasing. Keep that in mind. Next thing, Grayscale tries to wrestle SEC into spot Bitcoin ETF approval. They lost so far, but they're gonna get it approved. So that's gonna open the floodgates for institutional money. Next, Ripple gets massive support to win SEC case. And I think that all of these, by the way, everything I'm showing you, I think all of these catalyst events, you know, all of these floodgates of capital and positivity and FOMO are going to start opening up very soon. I'm going to tell you exactly when, but just don't be too happy just yet. And I'm going to tell you exactly when these things are going to start happening, one after one after one, which is going to just propel Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So as XRP, when they're going to win, and I'm pretty sure they're going to win, and when that's going to happen, this is going to be mega bullish for the whole crypto market. Next, Visa files trademark applications covering a range of cryptocurrency products, including a crypto wallet. Now, let that sink in for a second. Visa, you know Visa and MasterCard, right? The cards that you're using every day? Okay, next, let's move on to this one. BlackRock partners with Coinbase in crypto market expansion. BlackRock, the biggest asset manager in the world with like $10 trillion under management. Even if they're going to allocate a few percent of their money under management into Bitcoin, Bitcoin is going to triple overnight. Just let that sink in as well. Like Elon Musk with a sink, you know, let that sink in. And it is gonna happen. So next thing, nearly half of millennials and Gen Z want crypto for retirement, says a survey. They did a big survey, and now all the new people, they understand the technology, they understand what's the future, what's, you know, fiat, that fiat is garbage, and that actual Bitcoin is scarce. It cannot be manipulated in terms of, it cannot be diluted like fiat currencies, and they actually are starting to realize that they want crypto for retirement. So next thing, Canada to examine crypto and stablecoins and CBDCs in the new budget. So they're going to be introducing this potentially into their budget, which is crazy. And the same thing, there are a lot of interesting developments are happening in UK, in Dubai. It's incredible, guys. Next thing, Binance CEO sees no threat to crypto from central bank digital currencies, from CBDCs. And he says that CBDCs will validate the blockchain concept. A lot of people were scared of CBDCs. As I told you before, I don't really think CBDCs are going to be a problem. So this is also very bullish. Now, the next thing, Bitcoin investor base and institutional adoption is continuing to mature. So here in this article, MicroStrategy and Michael Saylor, they were talking about the on-chain data that we're currently seeing, and it is actually continuing to mature despite the market downturn. Next thing, Bitcoin will explode by over 4,600% according to ARK Invest CEO Cathie Wood, and here's her timeline. So basically, they have, I know that Cathie Wood is very controversial, but nonetheless, they're putting out very good reasons as to why Bitcoin will pump, but I'm just not sure about 4,600%, but we're gonna get to my price targets in just a second. And by the way, guys and girls, if you want to be trading actively, taking all the trades from the Discord, for example, or taking all the trades I'm showing you here on this channel, then you have to do it over on BitGet. And with my exclusive link down in the description of this video, you can claim up to $8,000 in initial deposit bonuses. You'll get cash back on every single trade that you're taking, and this cash back is gonna look like this in your spot account for every single trade that you're taking. And you cannot afford to miss all the other bonuses, like my famous paid crypto course for free if you deposit more than $500. It's gonna be sent to your email within a few days. So go and join BitGet right now. All the links down below. Now the next thing is right here. $2.5 billion of Bitcoin outflows attributed to the largest Bitcoin purchase in Binance history. So smart money is moving in with billions of dollars, okay? Next thing, Democrats and Republicans agree that cryptocurrency is the future of finance. Insane. Now the next thing is the craziest. And this article here says that the US will weaponize the dollar by backing it with Bitcoin. Okay, and this is probably taking things a little bit too far. If this is going to happen, then probably Bitcoin is going to be valued at above $1 million per Bitcoin or something crazy. So this is probably a bit too optimistic, but who knows? In the next 10, 15 years, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if something like this could actually happen. But this is, at the current stage, in my opinion, a bit too optimistic. Now, let's move on to the actual price targets and what we can expect from the Bitcoin price. And for that, we already understand like how many members of the financial industry are going to be entering Bitcoin and the crypto industry. So for that, we need to understand like what's the potential market. And for this, we have to understand the market cap of gold. And for example, the market cap of gold currently is about almost $11 trillion. The current market cap of Bitcoin, which by the way, Gary Gensler already said that it's a commodity, not a security. So it is going to be safe. So, and right now the market cap of Bitcoin is like what? 400 million in comparison to $11 trillion, which is absolutely insane. So we can see, me personally, I think that maybe not in the next bull run, but the bull run after the next bull run, I think we're gonna surpass $10 trillion because there are so many more use cases for Bitcoin than for physical gold. Gold is used for jewelry, some wires, and just some people said that it's valuable just because it's scarce. But Bitcoin is more scarce and there are more actual use cases for Bitcoin. So we're going to surpass it, but just not yet. And hear me out for the actual price targets. And for that, let's go to the chart. And I prepared a special chart right here. And we need to go to a weekly chart. And here, let's disregard all this noise, that is happening right here. We can go in fucking circles when it comes to the price. However, let's take a look at a bigger picture and we're gonna see exactly the parabolic growth that we have that is slowing down just because the market cap is increasing. We cannot just keep growing infinitely at the same speed. And what we want to see here, guys and girls, is, for example, from the time the purple lines, dotted lines, are the halving cycles. And after every cycle, we were actually reaching the peak of the bull run. In the first one right here, it was basically after the first halving, it happened in a year. Then after the second one, it actually happened after 525 days. And after the current one, it happened in 546 days. So for that, we need to also understand like where is that time frame when it's going to happen, when are we going to see those peak prices. So it's very easy to actually calculate because of the market cycles. And before we get into it, I'm gonna just tell you that I'm gonna show you two scenarios. One scenario is gonna be very negative. It's gonna be the scenario when all of the things that I've just mentioned will just not come to fruition for whatever reason, and we're gonna just ride the next bull run based on simply retailers and just FOMO. And the next one will be the one that I believe more in, and that's gonna be the one that the case scenario where all of these things are gonna actually come to fruition. So two scenarios. And in this instance, we have to also mention the worst case scenario in the current macro environment, the coming months. I think that we could, even if we're gonna see some pump right now, I still think that at some point we're gonna actually go lower just because of the inflation, recession, etc. But this is all short-term stuff. We want to talk about all the juicy stuff. I think that the next halving, well, obviously the next halving is going to be somewhere in the beginning of 2024. And before then, we're going to start our move ascending, just like always we do. However, the target, let me just make this a little bit bigger and let's move to the actual targets. And remember that the last, after the first halving, we actually moved up 11,000%. Then the next time we actually went up about 2,000%. And as of right now, I believe we'll go up at least 1,000%. 20%. So this is going to be my target right here. And I think that these are the two targets that we're going to see. We're going to reach these targets at the earliest somewhere in 2025 and at the latest somewhere at the end of 2025. So I think that the peak of the next bull market is going to be somewhere in 2025. Just logically right here we are seeing this about 560 days, just historically the same thing. So worst case scenario that I have for Bitcoin, quite frankly, like absolutely worst case scenario, oh Jesus, I have for Bitcoin, let's just go back, and the worst case scenario is going to be $100,000. So this is going to be, from right now, it's going to be 5x, so it's about 500% from here, and it's going to be ranging from anywhere from $100,000 to $130,000 per Bitcoin. I think that that's the worst case scenario for the next bull run. And as it says right here, that it's no mass adoption, small institutional money influx, and market cap of about $2 trillion, which is still, you know, 20% of the gold market cap actually. So, and then the one that I actually believe in is going to be somewhere in between. It's going to put Bitcoin, if all these things that we are talking about here in this video going to come to fruition, and I'm pretty sure they will, then it's going to put Bitcoin in between $200,000 and $300,000, which again says right here, true mass adoption at about 20% of like global mass adoption, plus institutional money influx and the market cap of about $4 to $6 trillion, which would put it about half of the market cap of physical gold, somewhere in 2025, latestly at the very beginning of 2026. And then lastly, also this right here, which is also quite interesting in my personal opinion, and that is the bottom of the next bear market, which is going to be somewhere probably closer to the end of 2026 and somewhere in 2027, which is going to put Bitcoin, I think, back at about 40,000, at the best at about $55,000. So this, in my personal humble opinion, is what it's going to look like depending on these market circumstances that are taking place right now and the mass adoption we're going to be seeing. What this whole thing means, buy goddamn Bitcoin. 50% of my net worth is all in crypto, and if it all goes to zero, so be it. But this is an opportunity of a lifetime, guys and girls. Okay, make some noise down in the comments. Check out this crypto course that I've done for beginners, and also join my free Discord channel, link down in the description as well as in the pinned comment, and join BitGet, all the bonuses down below as well. And stay smart, stay rich, and wish you to make a lot of money on Bitcoin. See you next video. Bye-bye.